Hello, hello, Libra, and welcome to Stars with Stasi. This is your weekly reading for April 7th through April 13th, or whenever you come across this message, it's meant for you. I've already shuffled your cards, and so we're going to get started with this week's theme. Now, we do have the Aries solar eclipse on April 8th, and that's really going to govern the energy of this week for you. That's appearing in your 7th house. So the 7th house is about your one-on-one partnerships, your relationships, and contracts. And so this is going to materialize in both your personal and professional life. The need to explore how you show up in relationship and also the different ways relationships can exist in your life. So I have number 10, deep diver, diving into a task. We have autumn, release the old and rest. And we have the crossroads, collaboration and exploration. So we're going to take a look at these cards here for you, right? So we've got the 3 cards, and they all are very indicative of change and moving ahead and doing things differently, right? I have the card that really resonates a lot here because I'm actually a Libra moon, but this shows up as release the old and rest. With the number 10 being on that deep diver, that tells me that you are in a period of actually releasing. 10s are the number 1, which is about you and your individuality and how you express yourself, your identity, and 0, that is the possibility, endless possibilities, right? So we're going to go ahead and pull 9 cards, and then we're going to clarify each of these cards. But definitely you're going to be in this cycle with the Aries energy of like moving things forward and desire and drive. As I say that, the very first card that pops up for you, just for reference, is the 4 of Wands. So look at that. The 4 of Wands is a card about commitment. It's a card about longevity in relationship, community, and it is often about marriage. Then the other cards that came out, and I'm going to take them, I've got the Strength card, the 10 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles to start with. And because the very first card that showed up for you was Autumn, and I have the Strength card, I'm taking that as notice that by August of this year, your life is going to be very, very different. And that's been coming up for the collective completely, right? The months between April and August are going to be life-changing. But for you, I feel like as we head into the second cycle of this year eclipses, and I think that's happening in October, right? Late October. As we head into that, you're going to be in a different dynamic in almost all of your relationships. I feel like you are, like I said, re-examining some things. With the Strength card showing up, it's also letting me know that you are definitely in this period of like facing your demons. Because that's what the Strength card is all about. It's all about looking at your demons in the face and saying, okay, this is what's been holding me back. With the 10 of Swords showing up after that, the 10 of Swords is that indication of like there's a chapter of your life that is over. Like it can't get any more done with this, right? You might also feel like something's ended abruptly or that you were stabbed in the back. Pages of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is very much an energy of being curious and learning something different, investigating something. Devil card shows up in your central position. So the Devil card can be about addiction. This can be about depression. It can be about looking at the world in a way that doesn't serve you anymore, right? The Devil card can often be about like feeling trapped in emotions, feeling trapped in heaviness. And it's almost always this it is usually a false perception of your environment. Because it's this energy of like you feel tied or obligated to a situation or a partnership. I've got the 10 of Cups coming out, which is excellent because the 10 of Cups is all about wish fulfillment, right? The 10 of Cups is happy life, happy family, and again, wish fulfillment. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, the Sun card showed up. Well, I'm going to take these cards. They came out together. One moment. So I've got the Sun card, the 5 of Swords. I have an extra card here, but we're taking it. The Knight of Swords with the 5 of Wands. So I'm going to clarify all of these cards, but the way that this story is unfolding is that, I feel like you've had a past relationship. We all have, right? But this was a commitment that was very important to you, or potentially just something that you've always wanted, a partnership, something meaningful and deep. And then when I'm looking at it with the Strength card, the Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles, you may have found yourself under a belief of the way a relationship should work. And this came up very clearly for you in your last reading. So go ahead and check that out. I'll leave a link in the description box. But here, I'm sorry. I'm looking for the cards. I've got 1,000 decks here if you could only see it. I've got the Sun card. So with the Sun showing up, the Strength card showing up, and the Autumn card showing up, you're either dealing with a fire sign, right? Someone that has a strong fire in their chart. So that's going to be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You've got a lot of Leo energy showing up here, to be honest with you, Libra. So you might have fire in your chart. You might want to check out that Leo reading. But with the Strength card, the Sun card, I just feel like August is going to be a very pivotal month for you. And I'm hearing clearly that if you are, even if you're not in relationship, I think that you're going to find yourself in relationship before August, and like a deep, meaningful one as well. So let's go ahead and clarify this for Libra, please. Let's go ahead and clarify the Four of Wands for Libra. What's coming in for Libra in terms of relationships? All right. The reason for the sigh is because I should have started this reading by saying, when I'm clarifying, especially during an eclipse season, if the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess, or the Moon card shows up, because these are fated events, it means that it's concealed from us. However, just for matter of reference, I've got the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles showing up for you. So the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, we have two number sevens. That's amazing. So a couple of things. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. Change, disruption happening. 7 of Pentacles. Is this going to turn into anything? Am I putting the energy in the right place? Is this worth it for me? 7 of Cups shows up as a clarifier for the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is that marriage and commitment card, the relationship card. So I feel like, Libra, based on your past and maybe your recent past, maybe you've put energy into a relationship and are wondering, like, can I handle it? Can I do this again? Is it worth it? Should I explore my options? So because you are in this fated time of the eclipses, in addition to a retrograde happening basically all month, then we're ending the month with a full moon in Scorpio, which is all about transformation and growth. I feel like you are going to definitely change the way that you perceive relationships moving forward. And you may find yourself maybe speaking to someone from the past, getting things resolved potentially. As a matter of fact, Libra, I just had these cards fly out. So too many cards, but I am going to take the one that showed up in the beginning. So I've got the King of Swords showing up for you. The King of Swords shows up when there is this need to think logically, when there is a need to put the emotions down for a second and think just to make a difficult decision and to think about it logically. And that is what's clarifying your Strength card, right? So the key here is when you are battling the demons inside, when you are having a difficult time coming to a decision, it's because you might be trapped in the past. And that happens to all of us. But during an eclipse season, it's exactly what we're meant to investigate. And again, this is happening in your 7th house. You're going to be spending a lot of time thinking about relationships, mostly romantic. However, this is all relationships, professional partnerships, friendships as well. There's a lot of in with or out with the old, in with the new. And there is this need to chill out is kind of what I'm hearing, like chill out. I'm feeling like the collective gets into almost like this PTSD mode where it's so many changes, so many ideas, so many downloads, so much happening out there, right? Wherever out there is for you, whether that be work, at home, school, just a lot of changes and a lot of new things to learn. I feel like things are happening very quickly. And there's like this panic of like, am I going to get it all done? I also feel like this week is going to be a time to revisit conversations that you've had in the past, especially in relationships. I feel like there's a something left unspoken, like unspoken words or unspoken truths. Because I'm feeling, even as I'm doing this reading, like very caught in my throat chakra. I'm feeling like I can't speak what I want to say. And not even that I'm caught up, but apprehension. So you might be feeling a lot of apprehension in terms of having a conversation with someone, especially if this is about relationship. So the 10 of Swords is being clarified by the Emperor. So let's take a look at the Emperor. The Emperor is bold and determined, fiery, has long-term vision, very solid. Sometimes the Emperor, though, is very much so driven that they have to take a moment to just rest. So the idea that the 10 of Swords is being clarified by the Emperor, it may just be that you need to stop being, how should I put this? I'm getting this energy of like, maybe you drew a line in the sand and it was too much. Like maybe be less aggressive this week. I don't know if that's the right term. So I'm going to clarify that a little bit more because I'm getting like opposing energies. One is something is done as it's done. And the reason for that is because being too headstrong. So that might be what it is actually. Yeah, the Chariot card shows up. I feel like whatever was going on for you, Libra, was maybe happening too fast, or it needed more balance, like it was out of whack or something here, because this is a lot of energy going quickly and being rooted, right? Aries energy is a lot of fire and passion. So I believe that there is definitely this need to have attraction between you and your partner, and there is like this need to have a connection for sure, like one that's more than just I don't know, like there's a spiritual connection here with you and your person. All right, let me take these. I've got the High Priestess coming through, the 6 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 3 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So they all came out, and that's exactly how many I needed. So let's take a look. High Priestess, clarifying the Page of Pentacles. There is this, and this came up for you last week as well. There's this energy here of like having a spiritual awakening this week. And that really did show up for you last week. I really feel like you got to check that out. This Devil energy is being clarified by the 6 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups is being clarified by the 8 of Swords. So I want you to look at this really quick. This is fascinating because this wish fulfillment is literally being clarified by the 8 of Swords, which is an energy of like being stuck in your head or self-limiting beliefs. Perhaps your past relationships or past experiences in relationships have put you in a place of, again, apprehension, because you have the Devil card showing up with the 6 of Swords. So the Devil card, again, is this belief that you're trapped in a situation or that there's guilt, shame. A lot of times this can be about addiction and depression and being stuck in a loop. And the 6 of Swords is indicating that there are better days ahead for you, that things are going to calm down. But it's going to be this energy of like, with the Page of Pentacles and High Priestess, it's going to be about maybe leaning into a possibility of something different, right? Maybe everything won't repeat itself the way it has in the past. What if this is your time to have a different type of experience in relationship, one where you can be at ease and show up as yourself, one where things can be discussed and that, you know, you get curious about each other. This Page of Pentacles, the thing I like about the Page of Pentacles is that's a very youthful energy. And pages represent taking a grounded approach to something. With the High Priestess, I feel like you're looking at this balance between following your intuition and being grounded about the situation. So instead of being all in your head, this is about emotions. And better yet, let me explain this to you. So the fire energy and the air energy are always going to show up as masculine energies. So fire and air are masculine energies, and we all house that within us. We're all made up of the 4 elements. Your water energy and your earth energy are feminine energies, that of birthing and intuition. So when I'm looking at this Pentacles and I'm looking at the High Priestess, the Page of Pentacles and High Priestess, this is asking you to investigate something that is different for you when it comes to relationships. It's asking you to show up differently and to think about taking, again, a grounded approach, but still allowing your heart song to be the leader as well, right? There's this energy here of like getting out of your way. And with the Three of Wands clarifying the Sun card, that tells me that you are exploring. You might be traveling, right? You might be traveling in the near future with the Three of Wands, with the Sun card showing up. Again, I told you before, I feel like things are going to really take off for you during the summer months, or depending on where you live, let's just call this June, July, August. You might be actually traveling at that time, but I also feel like you have this vision and goals that are different come mid-year. I'm going to clarify that just a little bit more. Give me 1 second. Where'd the cards go? Here we go. Show me more about the Sun card and the Three of Wands, please. Why the Sun card and the Three of Wands? I saw the Eight of Pentacles, learning, which, give me 1 second. Oh, too many cards. It's like this energy of fumbling. So fascinating. So I've got the Lover's card coming in with the Nine of Pentacles as the clarifier when I asked about that. So the Nine of Pentacles and the Lover's card. Lover's energy is Gemini energy, about making choices in relationship and also just choices to step into your highest self, your true calling. Because see, Libra, this is what's happening. Everything happens in cycles, right? And so it just happens to be your turn at this point to focus on this relationship sector of your life. And it's about a choice. And for you, this really is about a choice between allowing yourself to be vulnerable, or can you pivot and are focused on other things like your money, your finances. But really what's happening is you have to make a choice, because at the end of the day, if you avoid relationship and you end up just focusing on your pentacles, right, your material success, then comes the day that it looks like you've made a choice and you have all these pentacles, but then no one to share it with, right? No evolution in the relationship sector. And that's why these fated events happen. Us humans can get pretty stubborn and we draw lines in the sand and we work against our betterment. And we've got this like Eight of Swords energy, right? That's blocking our 10 of Cups because we allow the past to govern oftentimes our future. And so eclipses happen and they like rock our world, and that's basically what happens. And it's like every 6 months it's something to help kind of put you in the right path, right, to course correct, so to speak. And I feel like Spirit's asking you to find more balance in the way you show up, because it doesn't do you any good to have all this material success and then at the same time isolate and be lonely. So it's a balance that has to take place. And I feel like you are headed towards adventure and you're headed towards learning how to relate differently to people. I've got the Five of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles coming up together. So it could be that there is, just this focus has been on resolving your stability over the last year. I feel like there was a lot of disruption in all the sectors of your life the year prior. So think back to 2023, right? Maybe the ending of 2022. So anything happening from October of 22 through October of last year was like the culmination, the coming together of fated events, things that were exiting your world. And then probably somewhere around October, November of last year, something new took place. And then this is a revision of that until we get to the end of this eclipse season cycle, which is going to be sometime again in October. So, there's this need for you to fight for what you want and to put a lot of thought into the direction that your life is headed into, and to look forward into, maybe, how should I put it? Like alchemizing, like turning that energy into something that serves you. Because we've got the Five of Wands clarifying the Page of, or the Knight of Swords is being clarified by the Five of Wands and the Page of Swords. So I feel like, there is going to be some disruption once you start like communicating what your needs really are in relationship. You might find that it's difficult for you initially to say what you want, and that there might be some, like, I keep getting this like fumbling over your words. And so I'm going to clarify that as well. This is a really interesting reading, Libra, because the energy around this eclipse is so intense for you. So let's clarify that last bit, please, with the Five of Wands, Page of Swords, Knight of Wands. That's too many. I see Scorpio card showing up. Some of you might be dealing with the Scorpio. I see the Justice card, Libra energy showing up. 10 of Wands. 1 second. A lot of transformation happening. 7 of Wands. Disruption. 1 moment. Let me just put this here. Show me for Libra. Please, Spirit, this 5 of Wands, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. Normally I wouldn't clarify this much, but these are a lot of different players. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is coming through. So Libra, if you are dealing with someone in relationship and it's not gone just quite right, it may come back up this month again for revision. If something comes up again for you, it's very possible that this is soulmate energy. So it's something to consider, because the 2 of Cups shows up, and this is a fated event. This is someone that's supposed to be in your life, someone that's supposed to be part of your circle. And if you haven't met this person yet, then it's the need to, how should I say, clarify the way you see relationships. That's why it's happening. It's either to resolve an event or a situation that took place where there has been no closure, right? Because it needs to be alchemized. It needs to be transformed into something. Because again, anything that's happening during these eclipse seasons are all fated events. And if you haven't met this person, the Moon card shows up. Let me tell you, as I'm trying to clarify, I got blocked. So that's Spirit's way of saying, I'm not going to tell you anything else. So things become more clear after the 8th. This week, clarity comes. But I feel like this soulmate energy is upon you. Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is going to represent a pursuit of romantic love and a desire to connect with others, and to have a spiritual connection as well. So Libra, I got to tell you, what's this? The Knight of Wands came through with the Knight of Cups. So it looks like these things are going to happen quickly for you once you sit with your own energy, which was the big thing for you last week. So let me go ahead and see what your shadow work is this week, Libra. What's the shadow work for Libra this week, Spirit? Revenge, number 23. Wow, that's interesting. So revenge, number 23 is the shadow work. Number 23 reduces to the number 5. And again, that's a number of disruption and change and adaptability. So maybe there is this energy of feeling angry or unresolved about something, the way something ended. And this doesn't have to be the most recent relationship you've had. Most likely, this is whatever event took place that scarred you, right? Whatever it is that's causing that 8 of Swords mentality, where you have the limiting beliefs about how you show up in relationships, all relationships, mostly romantic. But there could be this energy of the way something ended that just has you paralyzed about moving forward. And that's going to be what shows up for you during this eclipse season, right? It's almost like this feeling of something happening and it being unfair and wanting like revenge on a situation, and not, Libra, like you're going to go act on it, right? I don't see you doing anything to a past person or about a past situation. But I feel also that you are starting to see how your energy about it is preventing you from living a life of fulfillment. And so you have to make that decision. We go back to the Lover's card, that decision of, and it's not even like I don't believe you have that much free will, if any, during fated events, right? The best thing you can do is just ride the wave of change and prepare yourself for it. But you do need to think about the fact that, like, how are your limiting beliefs serving you? And they're not. And again, we go back to this energy of you're very focused on your pentacles, your material abundance, and your success, which is amazing, right? Because a lot of us do that when we are in this energy of like survival, and then we start seeing success and we just focus on what's working. But Spirit's calling you to take a stop, pause, and say, okay, well, everything's working out for me with my pentacles and I'm seeing things happen, but I'm lonely, or I have these unresolved issues. I don't feel complete, right? And it's almost like I get this image of somebody sitting down with, just, how should I say, things around them, but not people. And that is what the shadow work is. It's like you're at this crossroads about integrating other energies into your life on a regular basis that match who you are today. And that's definitely a theme for the collective in general, but for you specifically in relationship, it's one to investigate this week. So your empath card, number 27, manifesting the future. Number 27, manifesting the future. Number 27, let's talk about that. That's the number 2, which means relationships and partnerships. And 7 is about being introspective and spiritual. Together, number 9 is Virgo energy. That's when you have like a dark night of the soul and you go inward, and that light that the hermit carries is the light within, and it's guiding the hermit one step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. So as you're manifesting your future, Libra, you have to remember that we're humans, right? For now, we're humans, and we are meant to be in relationship. We're meant to be around others. We're meant to explore and get curious, Page of Pentacles, about how other people live and the way people relation together. And it comes in many, many forms. And so that's what this week is about for you. Whether you're in relationship or not, this is going to have you investigate all kinds of partnerships that are going to happen for you this year. And by August, you definitely will have yourself in a completely different environment. So the months between April and August are building that for you. All right, Libra, thank you so much. Remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And if you're looking to book a personal reading, please visit my website at starswithstasi.com. Also, guys, please come back every week to check out your readings and check out your sun, moon, and rising signs, because that'll give you a very good picture for your week ahead. Feel free to drop some comments, share, like, subscribes. I respond to each and every one of you myself, and I love to be loved. So drop some comments and let me know how this resonated, and I appreciate your time. And until next week, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Shine brightly, Libra, and I'll see you next time.